No man ever went broke, underestimating the intelligence of the general public. Michael McLean, nobullbook.com, badassletter.com. You want to change your life, you want to build a brand new world, you want to build a kingdom you never have to escape from, never have to vacation from. Get a copy of my brand new book at nobullbook.com. And if you're interested in my newsletter, my physical paper world building letter, you can get on the waiting list for October at badassletter.com. Beautiful day. Oh my God. 1st of September out here at the lake. Kids are going back to school. The cottagers are gradually leaving. It's my favorite time of year. The leaves haven't started to turn, but it's still nice and warm. It's cooling down at night, which is great. These 15,000 step walks in the morning are just glorious. I mean, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual training. Just out here in nature is just a wonderful blessing. But oh my God, I love the fall. It's not here yet, but you can just tell how quiet it is. I'm meeting less and less people on my walk. All the busyness and all the noise and all that stuff is gradually dissipating out here. And we keep our boat in, we keep our jet ski in. I swim till near Thanksgiving, and I just love it out here. Just complete solitude. So build your world the way you want it, and live where you want to, and build your kingdom the way you want to. So I have a tool for you today. It's called the Hemingway app.com. And it's a badass tool that Mark Andre and I use, Leanne, to make sure that we're not talking over the head, okay, of any prospect. And what I mean by that is I work with intelligent guys. I work with guys that are already successful. Like, you're already successful. You're already doing well and have been doing well for a long time in a lot of areas. A lot of guys I work with are wealthy. A lot of guys I work with are great fathers, great husbands, big community guys, that kind of stuff, right? But where I work with my guys is some of my guys have a blind spot in one or two areas. In other words, they're very, very successful top 1%ers, but they're struggling in one or two areas of their life, which is normal. It could be their physical health. It could be their mental health. It could be their time management. I know lots of guys huge, wealthy guys, but time management's their issue. Some guys need to, work on their marriage after their kids go away to college or university. Some of my men, need better nutrition. They need to get walking. They need to read more. They need to write more. Some of them are into the digital technology. Some of my guys are just in a rut. They're stagnant because they've been so successful. They've got enough money. They're in a safe harbor position, but they get themselves into these ruts every few years. And, it could be the kids going off to college. It could be their marriage is stagnated, all the kind of stuff that, I've gone through all that stuff personally. And it's just, sometimes we all need a mental kick in the pants. And that's what my guys are. So I mentioned in the last video that the average attention span now in North America is 3 to 7 seconds. So this is the thing. When you're creating any of your marketing, when you're creating any message to your clients or your prospects, use the Hemingway app to make sure that you're not talking over the head of your typical prospect, because you're not working. I'm a bad example because I'm dealing with men that are 45, 55, 65, 75 and already successful. They're book readers. They're guys that have great attention spans. They're wealthy for a reason. They're successful for a reason. They're in my program for a reason. They're newsletter subscribers for a reason. They're mastermind members for a reason. So my communication is more advanced, right? Like, I shoot 30-minute videos when maybe for your prospects, you should be shooting 3-minute videos. My emails are detailed. because my guys are detailed. When your emails to your prospects and clients, maybe they should be like 3 lines. You're dealing with a 3 to 7 second attention span is what I'm saying. And I don't deal with that. I don't deal with the goldfish industry. I deal with guys that are like me. I deal with guys that can sit in a mastermind for 2 days and focus. I work with men that can be on a 2-hour press conference every month, and we don't lose one single person. Not one person drops off. I work with guys that can sit down and read a 22-page paper and ink newsletter and take action on it. I work with guys that leave their cell phone, for 2-3 hours at home. I work with men that leave their cell phone, they shut their cell phone off at 5 o'clock and they don't turn it on again until the next day when they've done their walking, their reading, and their copywriting. So I work with men that are, they're independent and they have their personal sovereignty, or at least they're working at it all the time. So just remember, you are not your prospect. You are not your client. And these people, your prospects, your business prospects, they're not your peers. So they don't have your attention span. They don't have your detail. They don't have your focus. They don't have your mental toughness. And this is where the Hemingway app is a great, great thing for your marketing. So any of your marketing, advertising, whatever you're sending. So let's say you're sending an email out to a prospect. Maybe it's an autoresponder. Everybody gets this email when they come to your website. Or maybe it's the website copy. This is the writing on your website, okay? Or maybe you're designing a letter you're going to send to some top prospects. You're going to send this letter to 25 guys to get a phone appointment. Maybe you're sending a postcard. Maybe you're sending a flyer like I used to. Maybe you're just doing daily social media posts on your Facebook page. Maybe you're designing a landing page, a video page. Maybe you're working on a phone script for yourself or your sales team. Whatever it is that you're doing to communicate with prospects and with potential clients, run it through the Hemingway app to see what grade level you're writing at. So it'll tell you what grade level that website is. They'll tell you what grade level your phone script is. They'll tell you what grade level the letter is you just wrote. It'll tell you what grade level the postcard, the flyer, the social media post. It'll tell you what grade level you've just written that at. A newsletter, like you're doing a monthly newsletter. Run it through the Hemingway app to see what grade level. And here is my high recommendation. Because of social media, because of the internet, because of video games, because of digital dementia, I'm telling you right now, I don't care who you're going after, whether it's, you think they're affluent clients, you think that they're smarter, you think they're better, you think they're rich or whatever. You need to be writing at a grade 3 to 6 level. Grade 3 to 6 level. You are not, your client. You are not your prospect, and these people are not your peers. If I was back in the insurance business, and I did this for years, every flyer, I sent out 120,000 flyers a month, millions a year. I was the ultimate tree killer, okay? I left a badass footprint like nobody else, proud as could be. But I would send out millions of flyers a year. I was in the yellow page ads, postcards, social media, videos, websites, landing pages, phone scripts, all of it at a grade 5 to 6 level. I don't care who I was targeting. I was targeting business owners, restaurant owners, grade 5 to 6 level. And if I was doing it today, I would move that back to a grade 3 to 4 level of writing. I'm not kidding. Like when attention spans are 3 to 7 seconds with the 99%, the 99%, which is most likely you're not dealing with top 1%ers like I am. You're dealing with the 99% ordinary, average, and mediocre. These people are checked out. They're zoned out. They're walking drones and zombies. Their brains are fried. Like, I have 22 years of experience with the age group, the teenagers, the young adults. Have you tried to carry on a conversation with an 18-year-old male in the last couple of years? Like they literally, and I'm not saying everybody, but 99% can't focus for more than 3 seconds. They can't make eye contact with you. They can't keep eye contact. They can't focus on what you're saying. They can't hear what you're saying. They can't comprehend what you're saying. And they're mentally lost after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. That's what you're dealing with. I worked with those athletes for 22 years. I know how to fix that. I know how to improve that. I know how to improve the attention span, but that's just dealing with young athletes. What you're dealing with. 3 to 7 seconds. Can't focus. If it's not like TikTok, they're gone. If it's not a video, they're gone. If it's not something like violence, they're gone. So your marketing, okay, and you're probably marketing to an older group than that. Just keep it dead simple. Dead simple. I said block stupid last time. You have to understand, as harsh as that may sound, like I'm serious. You just simply can't keep their attention. And you've got to have that stuff where you don't write over their head. And it goes back to that great quote. You'll never go broke, okay, underestimating the intelligence of the general public. But if you write over people's heads, if your website is complicated, if you use big words in your phone scripts, if you talk at a university level, if you talk over your prospects, your 99%ers, then you have no hope. They won't understand it, right? So when you use the Hemingway app, it'll come back to you and it'll say, okay, you just wrote that at a 5 grade level, or that was a grade 3 level, or that was a grade 12 level. If you're writing at a 12 level and you're not in my business, you're fucking screwed. You're screwed. They can't comprehend it, they don't understand it, and they won't read it, and you won't sell anything. Every single communication that leaves your office, every single communication that leaves your store, every single communication that leaves your desk, even talking to employees. If I'm running a big company, if I'm running a big flooring company, if I'm running a hockey team, if I'm running a big car wash company, if I'm running a big manufacturing company, even my personal communication with my staff, I'm going to be running it through the Hemingway. I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to keep this direct and I'm going to keep this simple. And I'm going to communicate at a grade 3, 4, 5, 6 level tops. Okay? And that's just good business. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Doesn't matter that it's right. Doesn't matter that it's wrong. Doesn't matter that you feel it should be different. The accurate thinking principle, the Napoleon Hill principle, is you're dealing with somebody most likely with a 3 to 7 second attention span. So this is why I control cell phones in my businesses. This is why I didn't allow cell phones. Not just because I have to get their attention back. I have to build their attention span, because mistakes. So if you haven't taken their cell phones away, you don't have a chance. But after you take their cell phones away, remember to communicate clearly and directly at a grade 3 to 6 level. And that's with your staff. And once again, I'm so fortunate because I built a business world where I have 2 employees. I have Leanne Brennan and I have Marc-Andre LeBlanc. And, both of those people are really, really sharp people. Like Marc-Andre, he's a wizard. He's a 25-year-old wizard. He did high school in 2 years. He did university on scholarship in 2 years. He graduated with a marketing degree, which was useless until I taught him how to really sell. He graduated at 20 with a marketing degree. His sister is a brain surgeon. His parents are university professors. Leanne is incredibly intelligent. She's an entrepreneur. She's a business owner. She's street smart. She's book smart. If I give her something like when I write a newsletter, I get them to proof it. I make them print it out. I don't let them do it on a screen. I make them print it out. You can't proof anything on a screen. And it's just incredible how fast she can do it. She's gifted in that area, right? I proof, it takes hours. I'm looking at every detail. I'm a slow reader. I'm a methodical reader. She's just boom, done. I make sure that they read all the newsletters that I read. They have to print off the Matt Fury newsletter. They have to print off the John Carlton newsletter. They have to print off Doberman Dan. They have to print off all these newsletters. What I read, they read. And Mark and her, it's just like laser beam. They're just they just devour it because they have that gift of speed. So it just shows you like, but that's not, if you got 200 employees, you got 50 employees, that's not usually the case. That might be your CEO, that might be your COO, that might be your marketing director, but not the rest. So my point is, when you're communicating with your prospects, with your clients, and with your employees, if you have lots of them, make sure you're aware of the level that you're communicating at. Grade 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's the reading level of the general public, the 99%. That's what the level people read at now. I put my, like, they read at grade 3, 4, 6, and 7, or 5 and 6. They think and they listen at that level. So, you know what? If you don't get that, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be the number one reason that your marketing, your advertising, and your promotion is failing. They don't understand it. They don't understand it. What was that? What was that? I didn't understand that. I didn't know that you were I didn't know that you sold flooring tile. I didn't know that there was a platinum level for the car wash. I didn't know that what time this was on. I didn't know, like, there's just dead ass simple is the secret weapon. So the link is below. Subscribe here if you haven't, if you like my daily videos, my broken iPhone 7, and the Hemingway app. It's hemingwayapp.com. I don't know what it costs. We use it just to make sure that I'm not complicating things, that I'm not being a pompous ass, or I'm not making things complicated. For our guys, it's not about a grade level. It's about, it helps me, what's called in copywriting, clearing your throat, where just say it. Just say it. So that's one of my things in writing, is sometimes I complicate it. I run on sentences, all this stuff, right? So what that Hemingway also helps is clear your throat. It's called clear your throat copy, where just come out and say it. What the hell am I selling? What's it going to do for them? And what do they have to do now? Here's what I got. Here's what it will do for you to help you. And here's what you got to do now. That's copywriting right there. The three things. Here's what I got. Here's what it'll help you with. Here's what you got to do next. And I always got to be brought back to that. And the app helps with that. I just go on, and it's just like, come on, say it, state it, clear. So anyways, there's a tool for you that's a pro level tip. Until tomorrow, remember, you can get a copy of my book, nobullbook.com, my 25 rules for living a badass life. How could you ever live any other life but this? Seamless living life and doing business on your own terms. You know, you get one shot at this. Better be on your own terms. Personal sovereignty. If you want to be on my waiting list for my October newsletter, my Michael McLean World Building newsletter, go to badassletter.com. Remember to hug your wife and kids tonight. There's a last time for everything. Make sure every damn day they understand how much you love them and how important they are to you. You can write them a little Post-it note. You can send them a text. You can send them an email. You can come up and hug them and kiss them and surprise them and do little things and leave notes in books and in their car and in their lunch. Just make sure that they know that their dad and their king is their ally, that you're there and you love them and you'll do anything for them and you'll protect them. They don't need, your kids don't need a friend and any more friends. They need you to be a badass ally. They need to know you're there, you're their protector, and you're their king. Very, very important. So that's it for today. 2 words that change my world, 2 words that can change your world. Be relentless.